Hi folks, here I am in the middle of a blank 4x map out in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, I am surrounded by nowhere. Now this pickup is in the middle of the map, so I had to change a few things because it is a blank map. It won't just run out of the box. Well, it will, but you can't do any. It didn't have any fields in it. You have to have at least one field in order to create any fields. So I got that all fixed up, and now we just need to plow a perimeter around the edges of the map, and hopefully I'll be able to use courseplay on the inside of the perimeter to plow the rest of the field and create a field, in other words. And here we are with the 50-meter plow, the biggest one I can find. I mean, I figured out that all of my equipment's going to have to be huge in order to pull this off. I've never created a field this big. I think I did it once on a 1x map, but this is 4x. So it's huge. So what we need right now is GPS. Adjust it to the length, to the width. And we'll drive down to the other end. Start the plowing. I also had to put some collision around the edge of the map, as I lost a tractor earlier. While not paying attention, I drove over the edge. Alright, now we get this lined up. Make sure we got enough of a headland. Got some big equipment. Looks like it's pretty good. Now we need to tell it to create fields. Show on there, but that's what it's doing. Lower away, and we're creating a field. Pretty exciting, huh? Well, this is going to take a little while. I won't put you through all of it. But basically, I'll put it on cruise control and I'll let it run all the way around the map. And then we'll see if we can get courseplay to work. Courseplay struggles with extremely large fields. I'm not going to be able to save anything I map out with it. You know, any courses that I map, because it just crashes the game. But I can use it as a temporary course without saving it. Or I might do it by hand. I might do it manually. There's nothing else to do on a map like this anyway. Not much going on. So I'll be back. And we're fixing to head in the other direction. fixing to start on the third side. I'm using a pretty cool mod in this map called Fast Night. You may have seen it out there. If you get a chance, download it. I tell you, it's unless you just like working through the night. I don't mind the night. I just don't enjoy working in it, and I don't feel like going to sleep. So this Fast Night mod, you can configure it using my FS17 dashboard program. You can choose the time it starts at night, which would be like 2000, and what time in the morning that it shuts off, and then you can pick the speed that it will go at night and during the daytime. So you know, at night you can have it go up to 120, which is maximum in the game, and then during the day you can set it for 1, 5, 15, 30, just like you can normally set manually. So later on in the video I'll show you how to configure that in my dashboard software. Well, it's getting close. I'll be back. Boy, it's lonely out here in the middle of nowhere by yourself. As you may have noticed, I gave myself plenty of money so I can buy all of my equipment. I gave myself $1 billion. I think I spent looks like about $250,000 so far. I have quite a bit of big equipment to buy. And then when I finally get all the equipment bought that I need, and I've sowed the field, I'll set it back to zero, and then we can see how much money we make off of a field this size. I think I'm just going to plant wheat, general crop, not what the highest paying. The map is set to normal, so I'll install a cell point down by the vehicle store, and of course we'll have overloaders, and they'll be doing nothing but just harvesting that wheat and driving it over to the sell point and getting rid of it. I know, it's so exciting you can hardly stand it, but this just needs to be done. Be right back. Alright, we're on the last side. Make sure we're all lined up here. Over the old 90. And off we go again. Still at it. Yeah, it's going to be a big field. I'm thinking 1,000 hectares or more. Well, at least 1,000 hectares, maybe 2,000. Don't know. I never tried this before. Okay, the end is coming up. I'm a little bit off in my eyeballing, but close enough. Now, let's see if courseplay can plot this. Better save it first, just in case we get a little crash, which has been known to happen. Here's courseplay. Well, apparently it won't even calculate the field's edge. Okay, so you want to be that way about it, huh? Well, we're going to do some field work. Maybe we got to pick that first. No, we're going to do... No, it's field work. Well, I don't know why it won't figure up the path. I'll take a look at it and be right back. Well, for some reason, I can't get courseplay to calculate the edge of the field. I guess it's too big for it or something. This trick normally works. I've used it before, but I've never used it on a field this big. So we're just going to have to just do it by hand. We'll just have to drive her ourselves. Well, this JCB is a good tractor to drive. It's got a good field of view. You don't feel like you're all closed in and cramped. There's the store. I think I'll be adding buildings all along this edge as time goes by, and I might even add some mountains around the outside just so it doesn't look so desolate. I mean, I feel like I'm where nature hasn't even gone. So I'll just keep at this. I won't bore you with it. It's probably gonna take me a while. You notice it's 10:24 in the morning. When I come back, you'll be able to see how long it took to do this entire friggin' map. It's a 164-foot wide plow, 50 meters, so I don't know. I think it's going to take a while, but it'll be worth it. Stay tuned. Okay, I've set the GPS mod to automatically turn when it hits the end, so let's see how that works. If this works, then I can take a nap. Well, I tell you right now, it ain't gonna work. I think I need to set the well, let's see, that's 11 meters. Well, we're gonna have to go way up. try this again. Kind of worked, didn't it? Okay, I'm going to set this a little bit higher. Well, there you go. Gotta love that GPS. Well, I'm gonna go take a nap and I'll be back in a little while. Well, I thought you should see this. For some reason, I've decided to stretch myself out the window and give myself that mangled look. I can see better from out here, though. Boy, I think I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Let's see if this GPS turnaround works. Looks like I left a bald spot over there. Oh yeah, that works good, huh? Yeah. Interesting. Pick this up while we're here. Well, no more nap for me. I gotta get to work. At the other end, I'll try slowing it down a little. Maybe that'll make a difference. She's plugging along at 24 miles an hour, which is pretty fast for a plow. Instigate. Okay. Alright, I'm going to see what happens when I turn down the speed here, a reasonable one. About the speed that a plow would normally go. Well, there you are. She was just going too fast. Couldn't handle it. Now we have to pump the speed back up. It's going to take forever at 10 miles an hour. You know, this job is really stretching me pretty thin. It's really hard to find clothes that fit when you get stretched like that. I'll have to have the wife make me up some new clothes. Okay, well, I'm going to leave this episode here. When we come back next episode, we'll have all of this plowed and we'll look at doing some sowing. Take care. Welcome back, folks. As promised, I'm going to show you how to configure the Fast Night mod, as I stated in episode 1 of Bob's Biggest Acre. So what you need to do first, if you haven't already done so, is go to my website, farmwrangler.com/fs17-board.html, and there'll be a link in the description below. Download our trial version, which is good for 10 days. All the features will work for 10 days. After the 10 days, you'll have to give me a little donation to get an unlock code to continue using it. And that donation will go 100% towards keeping this project alive. And a lot of work goes into developing this. So once you have it installed, you'll come to the main menu first, which is this one here. You'll want to go to Miscellaneous Mods Editor. Now I've got Bob's Biggest Acre loaded here as the save game. You can select a different save game here. You can also back up your save game folders, which I highly recommend anytime that you edit any game files. So click on Fast Night and you'll see it'll read the Fast Night configuration file, which is located in your save game folder for whatever save game number that you're using. In this case it's 19. And you can configure quite a few things. The start day hour, I've got it set to 6 a.m. You don't need to add anything else, just the 6. And you can set this to however 6:05, 6:15, whatever you want as far as the minutes go. You put in 0 if you want to start exactly 6 o'clock. The speed during the day. This is, you have your choice of any of the speed settings that the game ships with. 1, 5, 15, 30, 60, 120. I have it set to 1 because I'm in no hurry on this map. And then you can set the hour at night that Fast Night kicks in. This is 2200 or 8 o'clock. And this has to be in 24-hour format. If you type in an 8, it'll start at 8 in the morning. So 6 to 8, you know. Or, you know, if you just want to change things around during the day, you want it to speed up a little at certain times, you can use this to do that as well. I got the start night minute is set to 0, so it starts exactly 8 p.m. or 2200. And the speed during the night is the fastest. I got it set to 120. So when you've changed all of the configurations to the way you want them, click on Fast Night, save Fast Night, and you're good to go. Here's a link to a download on Farming Simulator's Mod Hub. And if you need any help with any of these, just click on the question marks. So it's as easy as that. So go download yourself a copy and take a look at all the other things that are available. And there's lots of them. It just gives you the power to configure Farming Simulator 17 the way you want. Play the game your way. Thanks, folks. I'll see you next time round.